Good gear doesn't demand attention. It does its job quietly, stays reliable over time, and earns trust through use, not promises. These are the tools that fit naturally into real routines, the ones you carry without second-guessing. Wireless mice often force a choice between convenience and reliability. Bluetooth can lag or disconnect, while dongles get misplaced or forgotten. Switching between devices usually means reconnecting, restarting, or settling for imperfect control. The A9 Explorer handles that transition smoothly. It maintains stable performance whether you're connected through Bluetooth or a 2.4G receiver, and the response stays consistent across setups. That reliability matters when you move between workspaces or devices throughout the day. In real use, the mouse fades into the background. Not because it's unimportant, but because it works the same way every time you reach for it. Power problems don't announce themselves. Devices drain slowly, then all at once. Phones, laptops, lights, everything depends on timing. And once power is gone, options shrink fast. Smaller power banks help, but they're limited when you're running multiple devices or working longer than planned. The UGREEN power station is built around sustained use rather than emergency boosts. It provides stable output, predictable performance, and enough headroom to keep multiple tools running without juggling cables or priorities. In real use, that reliability changes how you plan your day. You stop rationing power and start focusing on the task. It becomes infrastructure, not a backup, and that's where larger power solutions prove their value. Basic repairs and adjustments don't wait for a workshop. Loose hardware, quick fixes, small builds. These jobs usually happen wherever you are, with whatever tools you remembered to bring. Incomplete kits turn simple tasks into compromises, forcing you to improvise or delay work entirely. The DEKO Kit focuses on coverage and organization rather than excess. Tools are laid out clearly, easy to identify, and ready to use without digging. The selection handles common tasks cleanly, without forcing substitutions or workarounds. Over time, that convenience matters more than heavy-duty specs. It's a kit you reach for because it's dependable for everyday fixes, and because it saves time when precision still matters. Power anxiety usually starts quietly. You notice your phone dropping faster than expected, your earbuds not quite charging fully, or a second device competing for the same outlet. Small power banks help, but they often feel temporary, good for one boost, then back to managing percentages again. The Sharjik charger is designed for sustained, visible reliability. You're always aware of what's happening, how much power remains, and what's being delivered. That clarity matters in real use because it removes guessing. Instead of checking your phone battery every few minutes, you trust the power source behind it. Over time, it becomes part of your setup rather than an emergency add-on, something you rely on calmly, not something you scramble for when things get low. Baseus magnetic holder mounts tend to fail in subtle ways. They loosen over time, shift when you hit a bump, or require constant readjustment to keep the screen where you want it. That distraction adds up, especially when you're driving or working hands-free and need stability more than flexibility. The Baseus magnetic holder focuses on holding position without drama. The connection feels secure, alignment stays consistent, and once it's set, it doesn't demand attention. That matters because a holder should remove friction, not create it. In daily use, you stop thinking about whether your device will stay put. You glance, interact, and move on, which is exactly what a supporting accessory should allow. Sometimes it's glare on a screen, uneven shadows on a desk, or eye fatigue creeping in after a long session. Poor lighting doesn't stop you from working. It just makes everything harder than it needs to be. The LAOPAO desk lamp addresses that with controlled, adjustable light rather than brute brightness. You can shape the illumination to match what you're doing, whether that's focused work or a softer ambient setup. In real use, that control protects your attention and your eyes. The lamp becomes part of the workspace instead of competing with it, quietly supporting long hours without drawing focus to itself. Everyday problems tend to be small but frequent. A loose screw, a package that won't open cleanly, something that needs adjusting when you're nowhere near a toolbox. Those moments aren't dramatic, but they interrupt whatever you're trying to do. Carrying full-size tools isn't practical, yet being unprepared gets old fast. The NexTool 11-in-1 works because it covers those common situations without becoming bulky or complicated. Each tool deploys cleanly and feels purposeful, not cramped or fragile. In real use, that matters more than having endless functions. You're not forcing a workaround or worrying about breaking something. It's a compact solution that quietly earns its place by handling routine problems with consistency. Cards stretch the material, edges curl, and bulk builds up until pockets feel uncomfortable. Over time, what should be a simple carry item becomes something you're constantly adjusting or emptying just to make it manageable. The VULKIT wallet keeps things controlled. Cards stay secure without feeling trapped, and the structure holds its shape instead of collapsing over time. That balance matters because access and retention need to work together. In daily use, it does exactly what a wallet should: carry essentials cleanly, sit comfortably, and stay out of the way without demanding attention. Manual screwdrivers work fine until repetition sets in. Assembling furniture, installing fixtures, or making adjustments one after another quickly turns into hand fatigue and lost time. Small powered drivers help, but many lack the control needed for precise work. The Works electric screwdriver strikes that balance between power and finesse. It delivers steady torque without overdriving fasteners, and the form factor keeps control in your hand rather than fighting it. In real use, that precision matters. Tasks move faster, strain drops, and results stay clean. It's a tool that supports the work instead of rushing it, which is exactly what you want for everyday jobs. Audio gear usually gets tested outside the house, not on a desk. Near water, dust, uneven ground, or places where you don't want to worry about splashes or sudden drops. Most speakers sound fine until conditions change, then you start treating them carefully instead of actually using them. The Joyroom speaker is built to be used without hesitation. It keeps playing when it gets wet, stays stable when surfaces aren't flat, and doesn't demand careful placement to function properly. That matters in real use because music shouldn't become another thing you manage. You set it down, let it run, and trust that it will keep working while you focus on everything else around you. Mobile work setups always come with compromises. Trackpads slow you down, and full-size mice don't travel well. They take up space, snag in bags, or end up left behind because carrying them feels unnecessary, until you sit down to work and feel the difference immediately. The deluxe foldable mouse solves that gap by staying compact without feeling disposable. When opened, it gives your hand a familiar working posture instead of forcing an awkward grip. The response is consistent, and movement feels controlled rather than floaty. That matters for real work sessions, not just quick clicks. It's the kind of tool that lets you stay efficient without turning your bag into a desk drawer. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss future videos.